Have you ever met someone who's been through hell, but you'd never guess it from their silence? They don't scream their pain. They don't post their wounds. They heal in silence, and somehow they come out stronger than ever. What do they know that you don't? This is not a video about ignoring pain. It's about a different kind of healing, one that doesn't seek attention, but seeks peace. It's the kind of growth you don't post about, the kind that happens alone in the dark when no one is watching. Let's go deeper into the psychology of those who choose to heal in silence and why they come out wiser, calmer, and stronger than most. Silence isn't weakness. It's control. Most people think staying quiet means you're suppressing your emotions. But for some, silence is not about hiding, it's about protecting. They've learned that not everyone deserves access to their story. They've realized that healing is sacred. When they don't rush to post, explain, or prove they're growing, it's not because they don't feel the pain. It's because they don't need approval to survive it. And that changes everything. While others react, they reflect. Most people numb their pain, scrolling through distraction, diving into relationships, or oversharing online. But those who heal in silence do the opposite. They sit with the discomfort. They lean in, not to punish themselves, but to understand what the pain is trying to say. They ask, what is this teaching me? What boundaries did I fail to set? What wounds still need closure? They don't escape the darkness. They explore it. And eventually, they walk out, carrying the light they created. People who heal in silence don't need to be understood. They've accepted a truth most don't. Not everyone will understand your pain, and that's okay. They stop trying to explain their worth or pain to those who only listen to reply. They know healing is not a group activity. It's not public. It's not performative. They heal in private, and in doing so, they become their own support system. They don't cry for applause. They cry for clarity. They don't tell everyone they're evolving. They simply evolve. That's real strength. They choose peace over performance. No need for cryptic quotes, no vague posts for attention, no emotional outbursts to prove a point. They delete the message instead of sending it. They walk away instead of arguing. They heal instead of hurting back, because healing isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet mornings, long walks, forgiveness without announcement, letting go without needing revenge. It's unnoticeable on the outside, but life-changing within. They go beyond reaction and reach the root. People who heal in silence don't just deal with symptoms. They ask the harder question. Why did I ignore the red flags? Why did I stay when I knew better? Why was I afraid to be alone? They go into the soil, not just the surface. They don't just treat the heartbreak, they study the pattern. And in that awareness, they begin to break cycles. They raise their standards quietly. You won't see them announce, I'm done with toxic people. They'll just stop replying, stop explaining, stop showing up for chaos. They walk different, protect their space, value their time. And not everyone gets access anymore. Because when they healed, they realized not everyone deserved their unhealed version either. They become emotionally aware, not emotionally reactive. When triggers arise, they don't lash out. They pause. They breathe. They ask, is this real or is this a wound? They've trained themselves to notice before reacting because they've been alone with their pain long enough to recognize it. They've learned emotional discipline, not by suppressing, but by understanding. They let go of the victim identity, not because they weren't hurt, but because they're tired of carrying it. They take ownership. They stop blaming, not for the pain, but for their own healing. They rewrite their story. From I was broken to I rebuilt myself. From they left me to I found myself. They choose growth over bitterness, wisdom over drama, and stillness over noise. They don't announce the comeback, they become it. If this spoke to you, it's because you're already healing. Maybe not with applause or validation, but with self-awareness. And that's the first step toward power. Don't scroll away in silence. There's another video on this channel that will take you even deeper into this journey. Watch it next. If this felt like your story, your truth, then give this video a like. Share it with someone who heals quietly, just like you. And subscribe, not for me, but for you. Because this space is for those who don't just want content, they want clarity. And silent strength, it's not weakness, it's wisdom. Let's grow it.